Hi, Casas Adobes, Pastor John here, and I wanted to talk to you about the idea of a house divided. Have you ever heard of that term, a house divided? The saying is, a house divided cannot long stand. In other words, if your house is all divided up, can't stand for anything. If some of you guys were in Vacation Bible School this past week, we had talked about some of these things when we talked about the different countries. So we talked about the United States. There were many parts, 50 states, and what happened is the many parts come together and make one. So out of many, one. And then we talked about countries like China, where their value system teaches that one person can help people come together. So the one person works for the best of like the family, and they come together, and then they are a nice cohesive one. And so, like I would say during Vacation Bible School, it was all for one and one for all. So I have pieces here of a paper, and they're all divided. It's like, what is this? They're all pieces of things. And you know what? Individually, all these pieces don't stand for anything. You know, you might be able to guess what I have, but that doesn't stand for anything. We don't know what these pieces are. You know, every piece is something different. Look at that. Look at that piece. Who knows what that is? Or maybe this piece. That's another piece. What is that? I have all different pieces. And so when I get them and I set them down in a certain way, and I'm just looking down right now because I'm trying to get them all together. And I have something that holds them together. So if I get these pieces and I hold this together, you can sort of see then we get a picture of something that is united. You see that? It's united. And of course, this is the symbol of our type of church, the United Church of Christ, that they may all be one. And so from several different churches, namely, there were two. There was Congregational and Christian churches and the Evangelical and Reformed churches. They were able to come together as different pieces, and they became one. So, what are we talking about in today's lesson? Well, in today's lesson, there's a psalm. Remember the Psalms? They were written by King David. There's a psalm, Psalm 86. And in Psalm 86, verse 10, actually, let's go to verse 9. It says, "All the nations you have made shall come before you, O God, and they shall glorify your name." So all the nations will come together and glorify God. You are great in the wondrous things you do, because you are alone in all of that, O God. Teach me your way, that I may walk in your truth. Give me an undivided heart to revere your name. And so that's what the lesson is about this week. Give me an undivided heart. Because what happens when we have a divided heart, we have a whole bunch of pieces that don't come together, and then we can't do anything. But when we are united and we come together, we're able to do wonderful things. And that's not only in our society and in our countries, in our cities and communities, it also deals with us as a person. Because if we are undivided, we are able to be the best person that we are. But if I say, oh, I like this, but I like that, oh, I can't commit, then I end up not being able to do anything. So let's try and have an undivided heart and move in a way towards God. So I will see you this Sunday at Fun Day School, and we will talk about coming together. And you know what's funny is that this week, coming week, is the anniversary of the United Church of Christ. So what a wonderful time for us to also be talking about undivided hearts. All right, that's the message. So take care of yourselves, and I will see you Sunday at Fun Day School. Be well, be safe, be a blessing. Bye bye.